Hi, this is Dr. Gurjeet. Once again, welcome to Greenland IELTS and Immigration Services. In my video today, I will give you tips how to become successful in IELTS exam. In my professional career, I have seen most of the students, they start feeling low, they start feeling demotivated after appearing in IELTS exam. After getting a lesser band score in IELTS exam. I'm sure this video will help to lessen your stress of IELTS exam. I'll give you a few tips today. Let's begin with the tips. First and foremost is you must fix your weak areas before you appear in the IELTS paper. Because once you appear in the paper half-heartedly, you will feel very demotivated once you get lesser score. So fix your weak areas. To exemplify, let's say your weak area is your grammar. Work upon that. Attend few classes of grammar if you want to, or you can take online some help of the grammar classes which may help to improve your grammar portion. Some candidates I have seen, they are weak in spellings and they commit lot of mistakes in spellings. So you can practice more of spellings prior to your paper. So I again want to say that fix your areas, work upon the areas where you are weak. Let's shift on to second tip, which is most important, that is you should be very formal in IELTS paper and you must follow the instructions which are given in the question booklet. Now, what do I mean by the word formal? Formal means the official way of doing things and not in a relaxed manner. Likewise, we used to write essays in 10th standard or in 12th standard and we used to write whatever used to come to our mind. But don't do this in IELTS. In IELTS, you have to be formal. Now, I'll again explain what is formal. There has to be a proper introduction in the writing module of IELTS. There has to be a conclusion. Paragraphs should be limited and not whatever comes to your mind and then you can write. So, formality is basically required in writing module of IELTS, and somehow in speaking you must be formal. If your general questions are asked by the examiner, they should be of 1 to 2 sentences only. If follow-up questions are asked, they should be of 3 to 4 sentences. So this is what I mean by being formal, and you must follow the instructions given in the question booklet. Now, what do I mean by the instructions? Instructions, again, they are important in listening, reading, writing, and in all the 3 modules. If instruction is given that your answer should be of 150 words, it should be of 250 words, you should write within the prescribed limit only. Some candidates have a tendency of writing very lengthy answers, but here let me tell you, in IELTS it will help in deduction of your band score, so please do not do that. Now let's shift on to the third point which you must keep in mind for your success in IELTS, that is your nervousness. Please don't be nervous before you appear in the paper, specifically on your speaking test date. You have to be very confident. Your confidence level is very important in front of the examiner, and naturally everybody knows exam phobia is a very natural thing. It happens with everyone. So try your level best to overcome your nervousness. And how can you do so? You can practice speaking in front of the mirror sometimes, or some electronic gadget may be helpful. You can record your speakings every day and then later you can listen to those speaking and try to rectify your mistake. Last point or last tip which is important for the success of IELTS is your practice. Actually, it is the first and foremost point. Practice, practice, practice. Unending practice is required in IELTS. Now, why do I say practice is important? Because this is an exam which does not require any cramming. There is no defined syllabus. It is just a screening test of English. So, in listening, reading, what can you cram? There's nothing to cram. There is no specific lesson to be crammed and then which you can vomit it out in the examination hall. The only thing you can do is practice. Practice your listening booklets, practice more and more of reading. And reading, you can take the help of magazines, some journals, some newspaper readings. Writing and speaking also needs practice. So I advise every one of you to practice, try your best, don't get demotivated. That's all for today's video. Keep watching my upcoming videos for further details. Okay, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you once again.